Hello, I'm Bob Ross, and I would like to welcome you to the 6th video on Just Pixels channel. Just kidding guys, it's me, Just B. I'm just dressed up like Bob Ross because it's Halloween. That's actually not why I'm dressed up like Bob Ross, but that's a good excuse. The real reason that I'm dressed up as Bob Ross today is because I'm going to be making a sort of like outside of an art store painting class build right here in this area. I went ahead and grabbed a bunch of items that I might need, like the painting set or just like various paintings, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a little painting class. This here is Marty's house, which is one of the Sanrio inspired villagers, and since he's inspired by Pom Pom Purin and he wears a little beret and his name is Marty, I figured he could be a little art teacher and I would maybe turn his house into an art store, because right now it's just a Marty and Pom Pom fan club in this house. So I'm gonna turn it into an art store once I finish Happy Home Paradise, but that will be for another day. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started by putting down some custom pathing. Oh my god. Also, my cats are going absolutely crazy right now because it is almost midnight and they have the zoomies. Classic. Oh my gosh, the hair. That's actually atrocious. I'm gonna start with some sidewalks actually over here and just place them all down around the house on either side. So I know I'm dressed up like Bob Ross right now, but I've actually never even followed one of his painting tutorials, which I kind of want to because I think it would be fun. I am an artist. Well, I guess I like to do art and I'm pretty crafty, but I don't actually really make art very often. But I think following one of his tutorials would be such a calm and fun way to get back into painting and creating some stuff. I actually was at some point a triple major in undergrad. I was majoring in psychology, criminal justice, and art, but I quickly dropped the art major because my school canceled a bunch of my classes that I needed to take for an entire semester, and they weren't offered the next semester, so I would have been set back like a whole year, and that just wasn't something that I was really willing to deal with, so I just dropped it altogether, and I'm glad that I did because art school is actually insane and crazy difficult and really stressful. I'm a big procrastinator, so when it comes to papers, you can kind of procrastinate them until the last minute, but you cannot procrastinate working on a 60-hour art piece. That was just not gonna fly. I actually don't know if I want these sidewalk pieces here, so I'm gonna get rid of them. But one of the creative outlets that I had was I actually worked at an art store. I worked at Michael's craft store, which for any non-American viewers is like the biggest arts and craft store chain in the US. I started off as just a cashier there, and then I would work on the floor every now and again, restocking and making the aisles look nice. After a little while of working there, I was promoted to a custom framer. If you guys have ever been in any of like the bigger art store chains, you might have noticed that there's like a whole framing section with a counter in the back. The person at the counter will help you to take a piece of artwork or maybe a diploma or a photo and completely customize your framing experience. So like you get to choose your frame, you get to choose a mat, you can have multiple mats in different colors and cut differently. And so that's what I did. I was a custom framer and it was actually quite fun. I worked at Michael's for a total of 3 years on and off. I did quit before I transferred to my 4-year university, but I had a lot of fun while I was there. When I did actually quit though, there was like a little bit of drama with this coworker that I didn't really like too much, who got promoted to the custom framing manager. And I'm not going to get into the drama because I don't really care, but I did find out from one of my coworker friends who still worked there like a year after I had quit that coworker who I didn't really like actually got hit by a truck, which is honestly one of the most wild things I've heard. She's okay, like she's alive. I don't even know what happened because I didn't get any of the details, but I was genuinely shocked when I got the text because I was like, what do you mean? I don't know what that even means in terms of, was it just a pickup truck? Was it a semi truck? I don't know, but I felt a little bad even though I didn't like her. Okay, no, I felt more than a little bad. I felt very bad. But in the end, that same coworker ended up getting fired because apparently they were coming in late quite frequently and then changing their time on the timesheet because they were a manager to say that they arrived on time and were essentially, I guess, stealing money from the company. But this was all like 4 or 5 years ago. I hope they're doing well. I don't know if I like this over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this pathing and connect it to this section over here somehow, and then I'll come back. Okay, so this is what we have going on right now. I'm not crazy about it, but I think once we have items placed down, it might look a little bit better. It just kind of like comes over here. There's this path that comes up here, and then it leads over here into this section. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna map out where I want paintings to be. I don't know which paintings I want or where I want them placed. Oh, that's huge. Okay, so I think maybe this painting will go in the back, because what I'm thinking is that there will be like, this is where the teacher stands. And I think giving the teacher, aka Mr. Bob Ross here, a large painting would maybe be good. And then I'm sure I also have some smaller ones. I just grabbed like a bunch of random ones from Treasure Islands. So basically the vision for this is that I'm gonna have gyroids placed down here, and they're gonna be the ones doing the paintings. Let me just see what other painting options I had before I settle on these ones. Oh, that one's cute, and I feel like it gives Bob Ross because he does a lot of scenery. Oh, that one's also good. I think I would prefer these two over a couple of the ones that I have already placed. Oh, absolutely not. Oh, I think this is just Starry Night. Maybe I'll use these three instead of these three, because since these are all sceneries, I think that it's a little bit more Bob Ross coded, and I'm Bob Ross pilled this Halloween. Okay, so I think maybe something like that. I need to go get some stools actually. I'm just gonna craft some wooden stools, and then I'm also gonna grab a few gyroids. Which ones look artsy? I think a dudoid for sure is pretty artsy. I like this pink one. That's cute. I need two more. Okay, I'm gonna grab a flutteroid, and I'm going to also choose a tremoloid. Wait, no way you're about to tell me that I don't even have the wooden stool recipe. What? Is it even a craftable, or am I going crazy? I swore that was just something you could make. Okay, I'm gonna like check on my bottle on the beach, and if I just so happen to get so lucky to get the wooden stool crafting recipe, then I know that I can do anything. Okay guys, the moment of truth. Iron armor. And I already know it. Also, I'm gonna show you guys something super embarrassing. If any of you guys saw my video last week where I cleaned up all of the weeds on my island. Yeah. So basically I realized that I forgot to take any sort of thumbnail photo. So I just replaced a giant section of weeds, took some thumbnail photos, and left it there. Now this is a problem for future me. This shouldn't take too long. It's in a controlled area, but I did have to time travel like 2 months to get them to all grow, and now there's weeds all over my entire island. So that video last week, all for nothing. Literally all for nothing. I'm still learning how to be a YouTuber, okay? Well, let me just check if I have another stool that would work. But if not, I'm gonna go to a treasure island and grab the stools that I want. Quick detour it is. I will see you guys back here in a little bit. I'm back, and Marty is here to inspect my work. I ended up just getting these vintage stools because I thought they were cute and were giving art studio vibes. So I'm just gonna place one at each painting, and I'll put the gyroids on top of them probably, because otherwise they're a little too short to reach. So the dutoid can go here, the flutteroid can go here. Oh my gosh, the way he spins, it kind of looks like a little paintbrush, and he's like gonna, oh my gosh, that's adorable. And the tremoloid can go here. Oh, but now I have two yellow ones. I thought that I grabbed a blue one of this one. There we go. I'm just gonna place a stool over here as well, and this can be the teacher's stool that I'm actually gonna place a painting set on top of. And now I'm gonna put some paint cans around all of the gyroids that are learning how to paint. Okay, I think that's cute. Okay, and one final touch is that for those of you who don't know, this island is an island that I have based off of Oslo, Norway, and this particular section of Oslo is supposed to be a like kind of cool and hip area of the city, and it's kind of an artsy district, so it has a lot of really cool murals and graffiti, and I downloaded a couple of custom codes for these graffiti art walls, and I want to line them along this wall back here just so that it's not bare cliff and it sort of brings in that art district sort of vibe. Okay, so something like that, if you can see the vision. Eventually I'll have to get some sort of item to place here to block out the fact that you can see behind each one of these standees, and I want to put some items in front of this to make it look like an art store. Maybe a little sign, maybe some store shelves, but I don't have any of that right now, and the main build was just supposed to be the little gyroid painting class. So once I do the inside of Marty's house to look like an art store, I'll probably spruce up the outside with a couple more items. But for now, I think that this is pretty cute. I do have this little paint smock dress that I was thinking that maybe I could place here and sort of have that be the teacher. You literally can't even see it. Should I leave it there or no? Is this creepy to have like a headless teacher? I'll leave it there. It's cute, I think. Okay, well, this section definitely is not done, but I am. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the video here. We made this super cute gyroid painting class and I'm dressed up like Bob Ross. So what more could you ask for? Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I have some really exciting content coming out in the next couple of weeks and you don't want to miss that. I hope you guys had a happy Halloween if you celebrate, and if you guys dressed up as anything this year, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, I hope you guys have a really great rest of your day and I'll see you next week with another video. Bye!